Hey y'all, welcome and welcome back to Summertime Tarot. For those of you who don't know, my name is Summer, and this year is what I'm calling Heartbroken Singles Love Reading. Okay, so this is for folks who may have recently gone through a breakup, who may be having a hard time with relationships, right? Kind of want to put themselves out there, but are feeling a bit blocked in the love department. So we're going to see, what are your blockages and what you can do to kind of get things moving in the right direction in your love life, okay? But let's go ahead and get started and see what's going on here with Scorpio single folk, sun, moon, rising sign. Excuse me. Okay, that's way too many. Cute. Okay, so we have here loneliness. When you stop fearing your aloneness, you stop settling for less than you deserve. May I embrace and love my solitude. And that's when kindred spirits can finally come. Okay, bottom of the deck we have here aging. I am one with unlimited love beyond all seeming restrictions of age. I am filled with joy, energy, and beauty, a vessel for the divine Shakti. Okay, well, some of you, I feel like you may be kind of like embracing this time to yourself, being single, that kind of thing. I kind of feel like, especially with the aging showing up on the bottom of the deck, some of you may be feeling, like your time is running out, like trying to kind of speed things along, right? Tired of waiting for that person, right? You may be dealing with some loneliness here, questioning, when your time is going to come. All right, but I feel like, the best part of this card is, where it says you stop settling for less than you deserve, right? When you stop fearing the aloneness. So I feel like that's important to say. But let's see what's going on here. What's blocking you. All right, some of you may have stayed in relationships past their end time for fear of like being alone. We'll take those ones, okay. See if any other ones want to come out. So we have here, okay. So some of you may be feeling like kind of like wanting to give up on love. Yeah. Due to like an ending, like some of you like that may have recently gone through a breakup or ended one relationship. Maybe kind of like feeling like, what, I'm kind of really done with this here. Like, I don't feel like doing this again. Yeah, or that could even be like your MO, like your pattern in relationships, like when things kind of get to like that breaking point, or even before, like you may just be like, you know what, I'm throwing in the towel, and like you kind of back up and you just let it be what it is, that kind of thing, right? Which then I feel kind of leads to feelings of just unhappiness. Could be like drama going on in relationships as well. Could even be kind of like, with the loneliness showing up, maybe even feeling like in relationships, like detaching from the relationship once you kind of feel like your needs aren't being met, or, you know, you're tired of things, you kind of detach, you pull away, and then you're kind of just like, well, I'm gonna just let them figure out what they want to do, you know. Almost to the point where, like, you know, with the effort showing up in reverse, like you don't want to put in more effort, but at the same time you may not be willing to end the relationship for fear of being alone or having to start again with someone else. Okay. Whoa, no, that fine. Okay, fine. Let's see here. Okay. Got change showing up here twice. Okay. I almost get the feeling like you may have, like, when you're in a relationship, you may have a hard time like empathizing with your partner or kind of seeing things from their point of view. You may be very much focused on like what you want, to the point where like you kind of dismiss how your partner may be feeling, or maybe, you know, it's the opposite. You feel like they may not, you know, understand your feelings, and when that happens, you kind of I feel like almost have like this nonchalant, with the humor showing up, this nonchalant kind of vibe, like, you know, F it, it is what it is, you know. But at the same time, I feel like underneath it all, you may be like going through some feels that you may have a hard time expressing, and then you may be kind of impatient when it comes to relationships, wanting things to kind of go your way, and when they don't, you kind of, like I was saying, like kind of detach, or even you could just kind of like accept that's how it is, to the point where like you kind of just don't change it even though you're unhappy. Let's see what else wants to come out for you guys with the blockages here. Yeah, I almost get the feeling like you may be very like aware of like the things that are wrong in your partner, but when it comes to like the things that you need to change, you may have like a nonchalant attitude when you're in relationships. Like you may put all of the blame on the other person. You know, no judgment here. This is just, you know, kind of a video to talk about like what's blocking you, right? But we're going to see what you can do to kind of get things moving in the right direction for you. But first, let's look at these blockages here. All right. So yeah. So some of you may be like very almost like detached when it comes to relationships. You may like be very, with the Eight of Pentacles showing up here, you may be focused on very like, and the Knight of Pentacles, very focused on like the physical, like very worried about work, right? Discipline. I feel like you may be very focused on how you want things to go, but I feel like you may be kind of closed off when it comes to change, or making change to yourself. You may like want things to go your way, and when they don't, like, you may kind of close up and clam up and kind of disconnect from the relationship and kind of go elsewhere, maybe mentally or emotionally. Right? You may seek fulfillment elsewhere when things aren't working in your relationship, right? Not saying that you may cheat or anything, but some of you, hey, maybe you have in the past, or maybe that was something that you experienced, on the behalf of your partner. But I'm saying, like, you may, like, when you're not getting your fill from the relationship, you may like focus on work or hobbies or whatever it may be, maybe even like, clothes, whatever, to kind of make you feel better and kind of detach from the relationship, if you get what I'm saying. Yeah, I also kind of feel like here with this Three of Wands, you may even be attracted to folks who have like different interests or desires as you, and then like when they don't kind of like share your interest or want to do the things you do, that kind of messes up the relationship. It weighs on you. Yeah, I almost get the feeling, some of you may be very like focused, right? We have a lot of movement here. You may be very like focused on like the outcome, like you may be focused on like, marriage or like your goals, that you kind of forget about like the everyday kind of relationship struggles, or you just don't want to deal with that. It gets kind of boring and monotonous, and you kind of might want to seek fun or like elsewhere. So you may like avoid your partner, or like avoid making changes in the relationship when things start, going downhill. Almost like you may get like bored quickly or easily with a person. Yeah, it's like you need like a lot of excitement. That's kind of what I'm getting. Like you need excitement. You need like, almost like you may want to like be chased in the relationship, or even just to take the lead. You want someone to follow you. You want someone to follow your lead. And it may be like good for you to kind of like be open to following or letting someone else take the lead. Well, let's see what we can do. Not we, but what you could do to kind of get things moving in the right direction in your love life. Yeah, maybe like you may not even be open to like assistance or help, maybe like from your partners, or like even like advice from other people. That may be blocking you as well. You may be like very focused on like how you want things done, or like the direction you want to go, and like when anyone kind of tries to steer you in a new direction or come in to help, you may be like, back up. Yeah, with the change showing up, you may be very resistant to change. You may like things to stay the same, or it may be like the opposite, like you need that change to the point where it's like you get bored easily in a relationship. You need that spice, Well, let's see what you can do to get things moving in the right direction in your love life. But you may be looking to your partner to bring that excitement. And I feel like it may be, important for you to find ways to zhuzh up your life, without looking to your partner to bring that excitement or those feelings. All right, I was just talking about like taking the lead. Yeah, I feel like it may be time for you to allow someone else to kind of come in and like be chivalrous, to kind of take the lead. Right? I feel like you may even be kind of like very almost kind of stuck in your ways to the point where you don't want anyone to kind of come in and help, or to come in and to give to you. Right? I feel like you may be very closed off to new things, or things that aren't exactly how you kind of see things going. You may not be like open to that. And I feel like, with the silver waterfall showing up, there's like this need to kind of cleanse and release, but also I feel like it's a need for you to kind of be open to doing things in a new way, and allowing a partner to kind of come in and to show you something new, to bring you some new energy, and not feel like you have to control everything or have everything go your way, right? It's like a need to kind of be open to trying things that you may not have been used to, or I don't know, that you want per se, right? With the commitment showing up, I feel like, you are looking for a commitment. You are looking for, a long-lasting relationship. But I feel like it may be time for you to kind of, kind of be aware that, when you're in a relationship, it's a two-way street. It's not just you leading the way or calling the shots, right? It's a need to kind of be, maturity here, be mature and be open to like trying things differently and compromising and kind of letting go of your own kind of expectations, or, not needing for everything to go your way, but being open to things going differently than you expected, or being open to, trying new things. Let's see what else wants to come out for you. Whoa. Yeah, I feel like you may be like very focused on like work or career at this time. I feel like if you do, want a relationship, I feel like it's time for you to kind of release and to kind of, know that when it comes to all the things that you want, you can still have everything that you want. You don't have to give up on your other commitments, right? It just may be you have to, find a workaround, or try doing things in a new way, bring in a new perspective. Whoa, okay, wait a minute. That is way too many cards. Hold on, you guys. This is too many. Yeah. Yeah, like with the aging showing up on the bottom of the deck to go along with the loneliness. Yeah, I feel like, you know, the phrase that's coming to my mind is, you know, you can't teach old dogs new tricks. I feel like you may be the old dog, and it may be time for you to learn some new tricks, man. Hey, no judgment, but you know, if you want something new, you have to be willing to try something new, try something different, you know, and not keep going and doing the things the same exact way, but be willing to, you know, try something new. Be willing to change. Okay. Yeah, I feel like you may be like closing yourself off here, right? With like the not being willing to kind of change out of fear of like being hurt here, right? We have the dragon slay them all. I feel like you may have been going through like a hard time in relationships. You may have had to kind of like stand your ground, to put your foot down, right? In order to change something. And I feel like it may be time for you to kind of let that part go, right? It's no longer time for you to be fighting and to, you know, to keep things the same. I feel like it's time for you to kind of open up to new possibilities and not feel like you have to kind of fight your way forward anymore, but be kind of willing to kind of calm down, to kind of make peace and to be open to new things, right? With the garden here, something lovely will grow from this. Yeah, I feel like you may have been spending a good amount of time by yourself, like opening up to yourself, connecting with yourself. But at the same time, I kind of feel like you may be afraid of kind of maybe even like running into the same issues that you saw in past relationships. And because of that, you may be very kind of closed off and not willing to try anything new. Right? But I feel like here with chivalry showing up, you know, there are people out here that would, you know, that want to show you a good time, that want to give you good things, you know. But if you're kind of closed off to them, if you're like so stubborn that you're not willing to give it a try, you're never going to see, you know, where it gets you. You're never going to get what it is that you want in the long run, right? OMG. Okay. So we have here, we have it with the 7 of air, the 7 of fire, and the 8 of pentacles in reverse. So we have the 8 of pentacles here showing up twice. Bottom of the deck, we have the 2 of air. Yeah, I feel like some of you may be focusing on like your goals or work, you know, maybe even family life, you know, maybe if you have kids, you may be like putting all of your energy and effort into your kids or something. But I feel like that may be in essence, in a way to kind of avoid the fact that you kind of want love, that you may be, you know, lonely. And I feel like it's time for you to face the fact that, you know, you do want love, you do want a relationship, you do want commitment. And with the 7 of wands here, you may be kind of pushing it away or like focusing on other things to avoid how you're feeling, right? You may be feeling very like lonely or really wanting connection, but you may be pushing it away at the same time because you may be unwilling to kind of face, I feel like, your internal feelings, like what's going on within you. And I feel like it's kind of time for you to, you know, to work through any repressed fears or emotions when it comes to love, you know, to look at them, to reflect on them, and to see, you know, what's within you that needs to be changed in order to get what it is that you want, right? If you want a loving and committed relationship, you know, take a look at, you know, what are you doing in your everyday life that may be pushing that love away, but also like what you can do to kind of call it in and to bring it into your life. You know what I mean? Right? With this 7 of air here, I feel like it may be time for you to, you know, reflect, maybe journaling, opening up to yourself about, you know, your feelings, your desires, your goals, right? If you do want a relationship, it could be good to kind of write down, you know, what it is you want in a person, right? With this chivalry, like what is your idea of that match, that person that you want in your life? You know, write it out, right? But don't be like tall, dark, and handsome. You know what I mean? But hey, if that's what you want. But you know, what do you really want in a partner? What do you want in a relationship? Write that out. Think about that. Reflect on that. But also, you know, what is it that you can change within yourself, but also in your habits, your beliefs about yourself, about relationships, so that you're not kind of recreating the same patterns or the same issues in future relationships, or even just cutting yourself off from, you know, contact from other folks out of fear or out of like, oh, it'll never happen, I'm just going to be alone, that kind of thing. Okay, but let's get you a goddess here. Right, but also with the 7 of fire, I feel like it may be important for you to kind of like look at your history, like look at your parents, maybe like, you know, the parent from that shares the same gender as you. What habits do they have? Do they coincide with what it is that, you know, you want for yourself and for your life? What habit, you know, bad habits, good habits may you have picked up from them, or beliefs even, right? So that you can kind of start releasing that, so it's not holding you back, or you're not kind of recreating that in your love life, right? But I feel like it's, you know, it's good to be honest with yourself, right? You don't have to share this with anyone, right? Be honest. Like if you like, hey man, like I don't know, I have some deep down bad, right? We do have confidence here. It comes with time and practice, right? I have some confidence issues. I have some self-esteem issues that I need to work on, right? You don't have to tell anyone that. Hey, it may be good to kind of, you know, go to a therapist or something. But at the same time, if you don't want to, you don't have to. But just be honest with yourself and be like, yeah, I need to work on this. And that's okay, right? You don't have to be ashamed of past behaviors or things that you feel you want to change about yourself, right? But it's not good to avoid it or kind of stuff it down either. But we have here Oshun, forgiveness. All right, let's read from the book. Yeah, but with Oshun too, I feel like, you know, it's about confidence, being confident in yourself, but also, you know, releasing and letting go of all the stuff that, you know, may have happened in the past, or the bad feelings that you have about other people or yourself, and letting your true self shine, okay? But from the book we have here, you've been hurt, and Oshun is here to help soothe and nurture your heart so you can forgive. Forgiveness is the gift we give ourselves, so let the loving goddess Oshun guide you through the pain. Love for yourself will free you from agony. All right, yeah, it's time for you to love on yourself, to, you know, kind of release any kind of resentments or fears you have surrounding love, right? I feel like some of you may be kind of avoiding it, you know, through work, or I don't know, material things, whatever it may be. But it's kind of time for you to kind of look at it and release it, so it's not holding you up or keeping you in a cycle of kind of loneliness and, you know, sadness, or feeling like you can't have the love that you want. Okay, but that's all I have for you, Scorpio. I hope this reading helped you in some way. Don't forget to let me know down in the comments how it resonated. If you liked it, give it a thumbs up, and if you like to see more videos like this one, don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. I truly appreciate you and hope to see you soon. Peace out.